Yeah.
And so Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, they meet each other, and they're both
get a little
like,
fighty and
what?
They get a little thwippy. And
You're a Spider-Man?
And then, bloody, bloody, blah. I like the, while you're up there, can you get the cobweb?
All right, fine. Yeah.
And you're still like sitting. I love these little jokes with the grandma and shit too, because you're sitting there with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in an MCU movie, and you're still in shock, and the grandma's making little quips about get that cobweb.
Yeah.
It was such a weird, surreal feeling of like, I haven't even fucking settled in yet.
I know.
I'm losing my mind over here.
I was just like, hey, can you guys clean up this mess you just made? Shooting at each other.
Love it.
Come on, I'm going to bed. I'm out of here.
And then when they finally go see Peter, he's on a roof. He's fucking sad, man. And Tom Holland, Peter.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and he's so fucked up. And hearing these two older, more seasoned Spider-Men talk to him about loss, it was just chef kiss. Mwah. It was like so nice to see them come and like, this is who I lost. This is who I lost. And don't let yourself become jaded like me or. And I was like that, and Tom Holland, I want to kill him. Ooh, like this is getting real, and it was such a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like all three of them playing off each other, and they didn't like wait, and they didn't have Tom Holland, different Spider-Man, like they didn't hold on that too long. They had them react and speak to each other, you know, and have good chemistry with each other.
Well, I think it helped with the way that they like revealed themselves.
Yeah.
To Tom Holland, in the moonlight and all that, like clearly climbing down, like showing like, hey, we're you.
We got here.
we are you. Like,
yeah, it is so well done. And so they talk him into it, and they go to the lab so they can figure out ways to cure these bad guys.
To cure the villains.
And that chemistry in that lab with those three Spider-Men, it's perfect. I don't know how, and like the he didn't have doesn't have the web shooters like the Raimi Spider-Man. It was natural right out of his hand, and they brought that up, and he's like, and Andrew Garfield's like all about it. He's like, how though? Because he's such a scientist. Explain?
Have you like looked into that?
Yeah,
how does that work inside you?
Yeah, he's like a mad scientist. I love that version of Spider-Man too. His play on the kind of mad scientist. Like, remember when he first made his web, his actually shoot across the room in the Amazing Spider-Man?
Oh,
like his hands, like his acting is so much fun. It's this crazy hair, like
yeah.
So seeing that version of him like speak to Tobey Maguire's kind of quiet, it's just my hand, and
it's like it's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. Now, Miranda actually pointed it out how like Tobey Maguire still does the like no lip when he talks.
Yeah.
His lips tuck in when he talks sometimes. Yeah. And all that. It's so unique. It's and he was like doing that all over again. It was cute to see.
It's
straight up cute because it was like, oh man, this is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man that I remember.
There he is, like through and through, not trying to be all cool or anything or updated for the new times. Just hey,
for sure. And they talking about just their past experiences, and obviously they're working on creating different serums and cures for everybody.
Yeah.
I thought that was really well done. And on top of that, you can definitely like make the claim that, I think 3 Peter Parkers working together, and I've like 1 or 2 of them is already curable. Like, like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, he's like, well, I already cured Connors. Yeah. Or Connors. Lizardman. I don't know. Lizardman. He's like, I already cured him, so I already know what to do on that one. So I just need to figure out, Electro and yada yada. Like, figure out these other ones. We'll be fine.
Yeah. It's cool seeing all of them put their brains together a little bit.
Yeah, I can. It makes sense to me that they would be able to like solve how all these cures that quickly. Yeah. 3 Spider-Men, 3 Peter Parkers working together.
And they're very smart. I love that thing about Peter Parker. He's a smart kid. Like
exactly.
And speaking of Tobey Maguire, because he got older, and he even said that he's like, I think I can actually make a cure for it. That's why I've been thinking about it all these years. Mm-hmm. I can make a cure for Norman. I can make a cure for the Goblin. Like, I love that he's been thinking about that in his universe. Like, I wish I could have saved him.
For sure.
And man, it's great. It's so great, and it's again, it's kind of the same scene. That whole talk, like bringing up what they're doing at their lives, and like MJ and him are working and worked out, like, which is kind of cool. Like, yeah, we're up and down for a little bit, but we're together now.
Yeah, we
like,
figured it out.
I love it. It was like you don't really need to hear all the details or anything. Just like
Right.
you knew they were gonna do like this after the third movie, you know?
Yes. Oh, I love so if there's multiple Peter Parkers, are there multiple Neds? Like,
Yeah.
who's your best friend? He's well, my best friend died after he tried to kill me. Ned's like, Tom, goes over to Tom Holland.
I love it, dude.
Oh man.
They didn't, and the thing is, like you said, like Andrew Garfield kind of feels like the star of this movie. Yes and no, because I think he does in a sense because they made such a big change to him and they really helped out the character.
Yes.
But the thing I like about this movie, you can have all these crazy cameos, things we haven't seen for years and years and years, and this is still a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
For sure.
And it's really good to see that they didn't overuse all these extra characters.
Yeah.
You know?
I completely agree. No, like at the end of the day, this is still Tom Holland's movie. Like
Yes.
he is definitely the center stage. Like
Yeah.
it's all about Tom.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like how well they redeemed Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. How well they were able to just make everybody like
Love
realize, okay, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not a great film.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't as great as it could have been.
Right.
For sure. Like nobody's going to disagree with that. But the way that they were able to just redeem his Spider-Man so well
Yeah.
just makes everybody go, you know what? He is a
ruled.
great Spider-Man.
Yeah, and
he is a great Spider-Man. He
I'm
deserves
really
the
happy.
respect. He deserves that love.
Really happy that happened.
So that's why I say like he's like the star of it. Just how well they were able to redeem his character as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I thought it was just phenomenal, and you could tell that Andrew Garfield's having fun being Spider-Man again,
He
and
fucking
like
loves it.
in this scenario, like just
It was beautiful.
we'll get to more like great moments with him in a moment.
Yeah. I mean, we can skip forward though. Like after this scene is fucking perfect, great, beautiful.
Yeah.
Then they decide to take on the baddies. So they go to the Statue of Liberty, which is being remade with a shield of a Captain America, which I find so fucking cool that they like this world, how this world changes around Captain America and all this, and Tony Stark and stuff.
Yep.
It's so neat.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
I love living in this world, you know?
yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you save the world a few dozen times, I think you probably deserve
it,
some
yeah.
sort of memorial, some sort of thing
Yeah.
to be remembered by. I think you've earned it at that
I
point.
think so, too.
Literally saving humanity.
Yeah, a few times.
And well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can make the argument. Well, what about like Black Widow and the Hulk and Thor and all this stuff? Well,
but Cap was
to be fair, like Tony Stark was just such a well-known person in the world.
Totally.
He like just from an entrepreneurial standpoint, businessman standpoint. What was it? Playboy, philanthropist.
Philanthropist.
Oh my God, I can't say that word.
That got me too. You got me. No, but he's all over the place.
Yeah,
That
like
makes sense.
everybody knew who Iron
was
Man
already
was.
famous.
Everybody knew who Tony Stark was.
Yeah.
So like having the memorials and like the acknowledgements of him, his graffiti of him and all that, like that we saw in Homecoming.
I love that.
Or no, Far From Home.
Far From Home, yeah.
Sorry. And then Captain America, I mean, he was just the symbol
He was
of
a
America.
symbol, yeah.
Like what do you expect?
Yeah, he fucking ruled, man. And I love this. Again, living in this world, it does feel like you spent so much time in this world, and that it makes sense. What they do makes sense, and it's neat. I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, so the rafters are all up and everything, which is a great place for a final fight. So they're like, "Come out, fucking villains!" Yarg.
Yeah, I know Tom Holland's just like, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. All that. I mean, he has a much better message that he, says to the world because it's being, he's having that conversation with the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
With Triple J and all that. But yeah, basically it's just, he sets up the trap.
Yeah.
For the villains to show up.
It's great. And I love when they first started fighting and they just kind of did a horrible job because they've never worked on a team before.
Yes.
And it's the only thing that Tom Holland has different than, R2 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been on a team before.
Yeah. I've been on a team. I was part of the Avengers.
Yeah.
That's great. What is that? That was such a good. I laughed so hard because it's like, yeah, like Maguire and Garfield, they
had no idea.
They weren't part of. They're not part of the MCU. They weren't part of the Avengers. Like just their movies was literally just Spider-Man. That was it.
Yeah, he's the only superhero.
So okay, all right. So this fight, like this whole scene, this whole moment, just had so many great parts in it. I mean, even before the actual fight itself, you have the three Spider-Man like talking to each other, like, "Hey, what's the strangest villain you fought? You know, like what's the wildest villain you've ever fought?" And Tobey Maguire's like, "Well, I fought some like black goo from space."
Yeah.
And talking about Venom. Tom Holland is like, "Yeah, I fought a purple alien, both here on Earth and in space." Whoa, wait, you fought in space? Like what? And then Andrew Garfield, like, I'm lame. I'm lame. I fought a Russian dude in a rhinoceros suit, in a rhinoceros mech thing. Yeah.
No, you're amazing.
That was so good. It's like just the quote unquote wisest of the three Spider-Man, the oldest and all that. He's like, hold on. You are not lame. You are amazing. Of course, using amazing when talking to the amazing Spider-Man. Like
so
dude,
pretty.
they did such a good job with like little moments like that. That makes me so fucking happy.
Dude, I was over the moon about that. The thing is, I think that scene could have been a little shorter.
No, I disagree.
But
I
that's
disagree
the thing.
wholeheartedly.
But that's the thing.
I will die on this hill.
I think it could have been shorter for the movie's sake. Do I want it shorter? Hell no. I was having a great time. I want to sit with those three all day. You know? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, even them like talking about their back problems too and all that. Like, he's like, "Oh man, I always wanted brothers." This is he's all giddy and stuff. Like, this is the closest I'll ever have to like having brothers. This is amazing.
Man. It's my back. Oh man.
But anyways,
adorable.
and
those two played off to each other so well too.
They do. Yeah. They do. They're the chemistry between all three of them.
Nuts.
Fantastic. But yeah, and then of course the villains show up, or they start to show up.
Yeah. Doc Ock comes.
And it happens. The big fight from the 3 versus 3, 4-ish.
Yeah, because you got Sandman, Lizard, and Electro first.
Yes.
And
they show up first, so it's basically a 3v3.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Did you see when this movie was still coming out in the trailer? There was one version of that shot. And I think where was it? It was in a different country, but the VFX didn't stop soon enough, so the lizard's face goes bop.
Yep. It looks like all three of them are diving at Tom Holland.
Yeah, and then
Lizardman just suddenly just like. Of course, everyone's like, "Who could have kicked Lizardman in the what invisible entity could it have been?"
Yeah, and we're all like, "Oh, it's kind of a spoiler."
I know they goofed themselves on that.
They did.
They really did. But
it was funny seeing that scene. I was like, "Oh, there he is."
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It was still a great scene through and through.
Beautifully done. My favorite part of that whole fight scene was when after they had their powwow, like let's fight like a team, right?
Yes.
Yep. And they all jump off the thing.
1, 2, and 3, yeah.
And they jump off and they all go, woo, all together.
Yes.
That was my favorite part of the whole scene. Like seeing all three of them do the jump Spider-Man woo all together. I was like, yes!
All together and also into the moonlight. And all that, like
I teared up at that scene.
Doing like the infamous pose too in the sky and all. Like, oh man,
great!
So damn good. My God, well done, gentlemen and ladies and whatever you identify as Apache helicopters. Well done. Like, there's a reason why this film is like the highest grossing film.
Yeah,
no,
there really is. Because even people who didn't really need to see it, it probably get told, go see it. It's fucking fun. Like, and kids can go to this movie, and we can go to this movie. Mm-hmm. And there was this guy sitting a few rows away from me in the movie theater. He probably 45, 50 around there. And he after the movie he got up, he's like, wow, it's good to see Toby again. I was like, man, and there's like a kid to my right, and this 50-year-old guy over here, and we're all just together. I was like, ow!
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
There's just this mutual agreement of like, that was fantastic.
It was very nice.
Let's see. Yeah. Like,
our quick take is
so-
talking about
so
the
many-
entire movie, by the way.
no, I'm serious. I warned you guys. This
Yeah.
quick take is not going to be quick.
Yeah, I like talking about this. What are we at right
It's
now?
not because we're currently at like an hour and 12. And I'm fine with that.
All right, well, let's talk about the
So-
ending then.
Yeah, so we're getting towards the ending, ladies and gentlemen. Lo and behold.
You kind of made it, maybe.
Yeah, I know. So Electro has with the arc reactor has clearly become way too powerful.
Yeah.
Like he is just giving it to everybody.
I love that. That they made him that tough and
yeah.
scary. Great.
Also, yeah. And Sandman and Lizardman, they get neutralized. They get cured.
Yeah.
So that
I like
happens.
how the thing that cured Sandman was like the same like woof 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 woof
Yep.
as he got trapped in. I was like,
Exactly.
that's neat.
Yeah, it was a cool little like mirror callback.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Of like I think Tobey Maguire figured out, okay, this is how you were made, so maybe this is how you
Reverse
are
it, yeah.
undone. If we do it again, kind of thing.
That scene with him, it was just so good.
Yeah, and then of course Lizardman. It's just same from the first Amazing Spider-Man. It's just that whatever gas stuff.
Yeah, they did the same thing,
Yeah, surprise. He accidentally bites into it and then
Yeah.
turns back into the Doctor without an arm.
The Good Doctor.
The good Doctor without an arm.
And and then
good old Doc Ock shows back up again.
so good.
But you're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you're still
it's like,
curious.
because you're like, wait, so he did get cured already.
But why is he here?
But did the
What's he
chip
doing?
get fried?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
did it get fried? Is he actually evil now and stuff? Like, which makes sense to why Electro was able to trust him so easily.
I love that when he takes him down, man.
Yeah. He even has the callback line, like getting the fusion reactor, like the power of the sun
In the palm
of
your
my
hand.
hand.
Ah.
There was that, and then
And then
they, Doc Ock and Tobey Maguire, they see each other again.
Yeah.
Like Octavius, it's good to see you.
you're all grown up.
Yeah, you're my boy. You're all grown up, and he says, "Just trying to be better," which was an exact callback to when they first meet.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Like, I hear you're a phenomenal student, but lazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be better. Like it was such a good callback.
Man.
Such a good,
I was so happy seeing them actually have a conversation where they weren't didn't have to rush it because of fucking the sun blowing up the city and he had to drown the fucking sun.
Right.
And it was so like you could tell that, oh, it's good to see you again, because they had such a good connection, mentor mentee kind of.
Definitely.
And seeing them talk again, man, I'm like, my boy, you're all grown up. Like, oh man, I lost it. So pretty.
Yeah. Phenomenal. And then of course there's one villain that's left.
Yes.
Because Jamie Foxx or Electro gets neutralized.
Yep.
You pull the arc reactor, he loses all that power, and then was it Garfield who sticks him, or does Doc Ock stick him?
It was.
I actually can't remember who sticks him.
No, it wasn't Garfield. I think it was Toby, because they talked about it after.
Oh, okay.
Which surprised me because it wasn't Garfield. That's why it surprised me.
He gets neutralized, and then they have an awesome moment. Like Electro talking to Garfield. Man, I thought you'd be black.
Yeah.
All that stuff. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I liked that a lot. That was a nice little moment. That was a nice little moment.
And then of course, Green Goblin showing up,
Dude,
bat shit crazy as ever.
Blows up the fucking thing, holding. He's just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just destroy the universe. And he probably doesn't even know. He's like, Pah!
Yeah, his crazy maniacal laugh rings out through the sky, and of course everyone's
man.
like, "Oh my god!" And then he flies in 10 bombs immediately. Is just destroy everything.
He doesn't give any shits. That's why he's so scary.
And then he blows up the box.
Yeah, he blows up the box,
which starts to. I thought that was really cool seeing literally. The universe cracking.
Yeah, because we thought
apart.
it was a sky thing, but then they went across the buildings.
Yeah,
and that was ooh.
And it was really cool because you got a quick little glimpse of other villains.
Kraven the Hunter.
That weren't.
Was there?
Yeah.
That's the only one I could figure out, but I don't know who else was.
They had Mysterio. was there.
Was Mysterio there?
Rhino was there. Scorpion was there.
Wow, I gotta watch that movie again.
So
I was just
there was another Spider-Man that was there too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And then I don't know this character, but it's a chick who deals with Spider-Man a lot. She wears black and white.
Black and white. Is she older or younger?
She's around like his age, I think. I don't know. I don't know the character that well.
I don't know.
But yeah, there were quite a few. Quite a few.
Someone did mention to me that they saw Madam Web there.
Maybe that's what it was.
She's older, and she's like, she was actually, I know about Madam Web because the cartoon, and the comics, mainly the cartoon because she played a big role in a few episodes, and she's awesome because she's the connecting piece. Would make sense if she's there. Mm-hmm. She's like the connecting piece for all the Spider-Men. Like she's kind of like a center point for a lot of different different dimension Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of cool. So maybe they'll pull out Madam Web. That'd be neat.
Maybe.
She's neat. She sits on a big throne and she goes, ah.
Yeah.
She's like Mama Spider.
Cool. Well, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
It could.
I mean, I'll have to watch it again because I don't know if she was in there or not, but I have to watch it again.
But yeah, it showed a glimpse to like a bunch of different characters. And that's Scorpion so cool. was a big one for me because they like teased Scorpion in the
with that actor too. He rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We talked about this.
We
actually.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. In the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So seeing that was really nice. Of like, oh, is Scorpion actually going to be a character?
Yeah. I think
in a future MCU Spider-Man film. We'll see.
Scorpion rules.
And then just like explosions, and then comes up to basically my favorite scene in this film. A scene where I almost cried because it was so good. MJ, she goes flying off and starts falling to her death. Yeah. Tom Holland's like, oh shit, I gotta save her.
Damn.
So he jumps and he like almost gets her. But Green Goblin is just a bastard.
He just
just like sideswipes him, takes him away, and then,
dude,
Andrew Garfield is like, "Here's my redemption."
Oh, it was so good.
I couldn't save Gwen, but I can save your Gwen.
Yeah,
just like,
oh man.
Like, the way even like he's holding MJ, he saves her.
Yeah,
and he's holding her, looking at her, and like he's getting teary-eyed because he just knows like I couldn't save Gwen. I couldn't. This could not be Gwen and I right now.
Yeah,
but he was able to at least save somebody else's.
Yeah,
so they don't have to go through that loss. They don't have to go through that pain. Like, dude, like. 500 out of 10 writing. Like, I was so close to just bawling my eyes out at that scene.
Oh, me too. And his acting in it, he's
again, Andrew Garfield did not phone it in at all.
He didn't web at all. He didn't shoot the web at all to her. He literally just went and like grabbed her.
Yeah.
Like bear hug grab just because he knows how to do it now. He's gonna do it right this time. And
right.
Oh,
and even then, like. When they immediately land, like he's looking at the ground first of like realizing what he did, realizing like the success, and what he accomplished. And then, just the emotions and all that. Like, damn, son.
That was such a good scene.
You guys did a great job on this.
And literally from that scene, it goes to freaking the next scene. And the next scene is just brutal as fuck as well. Like you got the fucking Goblin and Peter Parker mano y mano.
Yep. Just wailing on each other, and
Peter's not holding back anymore. He's fucking mad, and it was weird to see our Tom Holland happy-go-lucky Peter.
Yeah, suddenly in like borderline evil.
Yeah,
like he starts to turn into what Andrew Garfield said earlier of like I stopped pulling my punches.
Yeah,
because I became bitter.
Yeah,
and all that, and Tobey Maguire talking about like when Uncle Ben died. I pursued the killer.
Yeah.
But turns out I was wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it would bring me happiness or like peace.
Like, nope.
It didn't.
Nope.
And both of those are like slowly fusing together inside of Tom Holland.
Yeah.
In his heart, in his mind, in his soul of like, I want to kill this man. I am no longer pulling my punches.
I'm literally in the act of doing it right
exactly. now. Yeah.
And he's losing himself.
And like Toby and Garfield they're both watching it happen.
Yeah.
Like looking at each other like, should we interject? I don't know. Until,
man.
Tom Holland,
Yeah.
he grabs the glider and he's going to, he's going to do Willem Dafoe in as Willem Dafoe did himself in.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's looking like he's no longer there, but then you fucking get man, Toby, just
so much emotion.
Yeah.
So much emotion without them saying a single word to each other.
No, just like looking at him like, nah, you don't want this.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's crazy. And like him getting stabbed in the back too. And like, oh shit. Like,
yeah. Although
I don't know why he was fine after that. It was weird. It was a weird thing to put in.
Yes.
And
yes, that was strange.
If you're going to get stabbed, do something with it or don't get stabbed.
Yeah.
Maybe get knocked out or I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways to do that. He's like, okay, I've been stabbed before, which is an interesting thing, but I don't know. I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he was stabbed, and that was really scary. I was scared we'd lose our fucking Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be kind of like a Han Solo-y thing. Bring him back just to kill him off. But I don't know. So that was, I don't know. It was weird, but that scene, besides that part, was just so beautiful and so wonderful because he did like, no, you can't do this. Like, I'm literally going to step in. No.
Yeah. Like it might not be my place to say no, but I'm telling you, you don't want to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Learn from the both of us. This will not bring Aunt May back.
Yep.
This will not bring you peace of mind.
Oh,
it won't.
So dude, it's so good. And then Andrew Garfield tosses him to the thing and he stabs him in the neck and he's healed. He's Norman again.
He's Norman Osborn again. Just in time to fade away.
Yep.
to his own universe where he will then impale himself.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh. Don't tell Harry.
Yeah. It's just like the exact same thing happens.
I mean, that's one of the funny things about this film.
Yeah.
Is that when Strange, he does a reset button on everything.
Yeah.
And everyone's fading back into like their universe. That they're literally all fading back into a scenario where they're about to die.
Yeah.
Where they're literally just, Willem Dafoe's literally about to get impaled. Doc Ock's about to like literally sacrifice himself.
Because the sun's already going. It's
right.
Like not like before it. He had,
right.
Which is so fucked up.
Oh, actually, yeah. I totally forgot to say this, but yeah, all the villains are like talking to each other and they're making that realization of like, wait, we were all about to die before we got blipped here. Like even Electro, shit, was I about to die? And then Lizardman was just like, hey, what happened to me? What happened to me after like that event?
Yeah.
Did I die? Like,
yeah, it was awesome. It was so funny because it's like that kind of sucks. Yeah, and that's I don't know. It's a weird ending because you're like, oh, I like these guys now.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. But I don't know. And something that I was thinking about, and this is just for fun. This is not canon in the slightest, but like watching Spider-Man 2, and he has like Peter like choking him, and then he gets blipped away in his brain, and he comes back, and we experience all of No Way Home, and he comes back, and that's what makes his change of heart help out his change of heart. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun to think about.
It could be.
Yeah,
it could
like
very well be.
A fun little.
Or, and also even with Willem Dafoe, maybe that's him having that like, oh.
Yeah.
You could make, like, obviously it could also be the fact of he realized I'm about to kill myself,
Yeah. Which makes that scene so funny.
But
and
like,
ridiculous.
Yeah. Like you could, it makes sense.
It's just fun to think
really
about.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
I think that's what the filmmakers were thinking of
it's
too.
It's a nice little connector.
Yeah, totally. I love it.
Yeah.
Like, so then he's like, you know what? The only way to help out everybody, we got to just say that no one knows Peter Parker.
Yep.
And dude, I love this ending so much because not only we're just talking about this, our little Tom Holland is now big old Spider-Man, finally.
Yep. He's a fully realized.
And now he's going to have to wear the mask all the time again. He's going to actually be Spider-Man.
Yep.
And it's really fucking great. And it's really cool to see MCU Spider-Man now actually have to conceal his identity. all the time. You know,
Well, he basically has to start over.
exactly.
You know,
And that new suit that he has looks fucking comic booky, sparkly,
it was.
beautiful.
I thought the new suit. Yes, I do agree. It looks
end there.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very well. Very well in line with the comic books,
Or like even cartoons,
origin.
right?
Yeah, the cartoons and all that. But I felt like it was a nice blend of like all three
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I think so too.
You know,
Yeah.
like the color of the blues and like the webbing and all that, and obviously the symbol. Like I felt like it was. I mean, I'd have to watch it again to look at it again to get a really good look at it.
Yeah.
But it felt like he just took all three versions and like spliced it into one.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going to be from now on, which is awesome.
I think that definitely shows, and he's not relying on Tony as much he doesn't have the tech,
Right.
which is awesome. He's
because he doesn't have access to Edith anymore.
yeah, exactly, because no one knows Peter Parker.
Yeah, exactly. Peter Parker doesn't exist.
I love it, dude. And what makes it so good is the implications. Our movies headed forward are going to be legit Spider-Man movies, and I'm so excited to see them.
Yeah.
It's going to be so.
If Tom Holland chooses to keep going,
I think he sign on.
I honestly don't know, but I know he's starting to tap into other series like with Nathan Drake, Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted.
So he's got that movie coming out. So we'll see. We'll
If
see
that
what
does
happens.
well.
If it bombs, then he might just stay Spider-Man.
yeah.
But if it's a huge success,
It's a good thing.
you
to
know
do.
that might actually stop him from being Spider-Man.
Yeah, honestly.
Scheduling conflicts and all that. Who knows?
He fucking rules, man. I love his Spider-Man. And the last scene with MJ was heartbreaking and beautiful because she's still wearing the necklace that he gave her,
Yep.
but she doesn't know where she got it, I think. And it's just like, man.
Yeah, and like, you know, her and Ned are still really good friends
Yeah.
and stuff, and he just makes that decision. You know what? It'd be better for them if I just stayed away.
Yeah. And
You know?
people making this gripe online sometimes about like, how could they have gotten into, where were they trying to get into?
MIT.
Yeah. And they're like, how could he get into MIT if Peter got him in MIT? And I was like, no, literally Peter was the reason they didn't get into MIT.
Yes.
And he had to really try to get him in.
Right.
So yeah, it would make sense that they go. Just to clear that up, everybody, it makes sense.
Right.
That they got
and
an
on
MIT.
top of that, the lady said that she was going to give them another shot.
But that's right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what Peter did, though.
Right. But she specifically said, like, I will give MJ and Ned another shot. And I will give you a shot, Peter.
Right, but that was still Peter. So I'm just saying, like, the reason that like people say, oh, they shouldn't be in MIT because Peter got them another shot.
Yeah.
But Peter doesn't exist. So
I guess either way it works out.
that's the question. But then I'm like, well, they're going to get it anyway. So
Yeah.
screw off,
Oh,
internet.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I
it works out either way.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
But
And-
okay, cool.
So I just want to clear that up.
No. You're good.
And dude, the end of this movie was uplifting and also very upsetting. And it was just life. It just feels like continue on. And
Again, like this is the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie where there's actual consequences for the actions.
Yeah.
There are things that he has to live with now that
Mm-hmm.
he wishes that he didn't have to live with, you know?
Yeah.
He had to let go of his best friend. He had to let go of his girlfriend, or you know, quote unquote best friend as well. He no longer has his Aunt May.
yeah.
He no longer he can't even fall back on the friendship he has with Happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like
He has nobody. Literally
yeah,
no one.
Exactly. Like
little apartment.
he had to let go of all those things. Even Stephen Strange was just like,
He was sad about it too. It was like,
I'm gonna miss you, kid.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like
yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Freaking beautiful though, man. Oh.
so. And then
And
we
dead.
had a mini post credit scene.
Something there.
So, I mean, there was like the actual post credits trailer. It wasn't a scene; it was a full on trailer.
They gave you a whole trailer, yeah.
of
Multiverse
Doctor
of
Strange
Madness,
and the Multiverse of Madness, which turns out, hey, this shit's getting wild. And Stephen Strange has to figure it out because their greatest opponent is also Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
an evil version.
Have you seen What If yet?
No, but I have heard a lot of people
Watch
saying
that one
like,
episode.
yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying like,
Are they pulling in What If? Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
are. So
things
that
just got a little out of hand, you know.
dude, yeah. Man, that was such a cool bit. I'm so
Honestly,
excited.
evil Doctor Strange looks really cool.
Yeah, he looks
too.
fucking
Yeah.
rad.
With like the darkness around his eyes and all that. Like I thought was pretty neat.
Watch that episode.
I'll have to watch What If. For
I
sure.
showed Arya that. I don't really love What If. You know, we talked about this before. I don't really love it, but that one episode is the best one for sure.
I'll have to check it out.
It's what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands?
His heart.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's what it's called.
Okay.
He lost the love of his life.
Oh,
face,
okay.
the
Not
nurse or
literally his heart.
No.
Okay.
I think he'd be dead.
Well, I mean, yeah, but then again,
I don't know. It's a comic book movie.
These are superheroes with superpowers.
He's just the corpse the entire time.
Right. It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
That's exactly. Yeah, he's got the glasses on.
No. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we get. Turns out Tom Hardy, Eddie
Is
Brock,
hanging out.
Venom.
Yeah.
Sony's Venom
Is fucking
makes an appearance, getting drunk at a bar.
That was so weird to me because it's like the second he's about to like leave, he's like, "Oh." And they just bring him back, but he leaves. The thing is, the implications for that scene is he leaves some of the symbiote.
Yes.
Which
There are two factors here. One, Venom is now in in the MCU.
Yeah.
Venom is now in the MCU, and two, a lot of people are just like, wait, how could he know who Peter Parker was and yada yada yada, all this
symbiote
stuff. It's the symbiote hive mind.
Yeah, exactly.
To where across universes, across metaverses, whatever you want to call it, like they all have like a shared intelligence essentially.
Mm-hmm, totally.
So the fact that Tobey Maguire's Venom knew, that now means that Tom Hardy's Venom knows.
That makes sense. And then you also have now a bit of Venom, a bit of the symbiote here in our universe. So we're going to have an MCU Venom, which is kind of crazy.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how.
I don't know if it's going to be Tom Hardy.
Well, he just went back to his universe though.
Right.
So
like technically it shouldn't, but
right.
we'll see what stuff they pull.
I'm curious, man, with the Morbius and this, it's like I'm confused, but
yeah.
Oh well. We'll see.
Yeah. So basically we just recapped the whole movie.
Yeah,
you guys.
We did. We even recapped a little bit of the trailer at the end of the movie.
Yep.
So there you go.
Shout out to all the fun little like callbacks and stuff, just trying to be better. I'm something of a scientist myself. Like
power of sun in the palm of
had that
hand.
Power of the sun in the palm of my hands. My back.
My fucking back.
Yeah.
It was a joy. It was a movie made for fans, and they knocked it out of the park. If anybody hasn't seen this yet and they listened to the whole thing, still go watch it.
Still go watch it.
Yeah.
Even though you know exactly what's going to happen now, still go watch it.
It's a joy.
Still phenomenal. It's really good. I assure you.
And
it's
bring
really
like
good.
Bring like your kids or your parents or whatever, because everyone can enjoy this. It's a great time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Mike, I gotta ask you.
Yo,
what was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was probably when they're
the all three woo.
Yeah. I think it was the woo, because that scene just got me.
No, that's totally fair.
And that's literally just coming from a point of nostalgia. I think movie-wise and storytelling-wise, I really like the ending. Just the whole ending sequence when no one knows who he is.
Fair enough.
I think it's really well done.
Yeah.
But,
also with that like woo scene. So Spider-Man, currently Fortnite has this like little like event thing where like you can play as Spider-Man in Fortnite and actually like swing around and all that.
Oh, cool.
And they actually 3 people in Fortnite recreated that scene.
Really?
Yeah, they like built a huge structure.
Wow.
And like 3 of them were Spider-Man, and they all jumped off and were like swinging around it like at the same time. It put a smile on my face. I'm not a fan of Fortnite.
Yeah, but seeing this,
but to see people like
interact with this movie,
recreating that scene and all that,
because it was
pretty cool.
Deep,
it was pretty cool.
I love that. Fucking love that, dude.
It made me smile.
What was your favorite scene?
I have 2.
Go for it.
I have 2, and they are the 2 scenes where I almost cried.
Okay, so the Andrew Garfield.
So we have Andrew Garfield saving MJ.
Yeah.
That was like there. It was more than just. It was more than just like, oh hey, MJ didn't die.
Yeah.
There was so much more to it than that.
There was a
But
lot.
like again, I already talked about it. Like Andrew Garfield, phenomenal acting, all that stuff. My second favorite, I would say overall that's my favorite.
Gotcha, yeah.
You know, like if I had to choose between the two, I would say that was my favorite.
It's awesome.
My second favorite is actually when Tom Holland cures Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When that scene happens, because like I don't know, the chip goes in and like again, Alfred Molina, phenomenal actor. The dude just like he portrays it so well.
Yeah. Yeah. He hasn't skipped
Just
a beat.
like that, like him saying like it's so quiet.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's because you realize that his character was never meant to be like he never wanted to be evil.
Yeah.
It was just because like the voices in his head from like the robotic
Just telling him what to
tentacles
do,
and
yeah.
all that, like they corrupted his mind so far.
Yeah.
You know, you can make the argument also with Green Goblin as well.
Sure.
But it's more of
but the thing is, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock is a scientist and a loving person who likes poetry and all this kind of stuff.
right. And his character,
Norman Osborn is a douche no matter what.
true. And on top of that, like Dr. Octavius, all he wanted was just to like help people. All he wanted was just to increase like the potential of technology.
Yeah, exactly. He's
and all
amazing.
that. Like he was never evil. And
And the arms were just a tool to get that working.
exactly. And with Green Goblin, he started just to go batshit crazy.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
before he injected himself and turned himself into the Goblin,
Yep.
he was clearly like losing his mind
Oh, yeah.
already. He was clearly already like hell bent on going like full Frankenstein,
Getting
basically.
booted out of Oscorp, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it completely. A lot of people can kind of make that comparison. You know.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
To where it's like, well, it's an innocent man trapped in a body.
Yeah.
With Green Goblin, you can make that argument, but really, it's
A little
like
less innocent.
Norman Osborn knew he was doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, totally.
He knew.
Yeah.
He knew. Whereas with Dr.
wanted to get
Octavius, he knew it was dangerous.
Yeah.
But he was taking all the right precautions. He just got like in the moment, he just got a little too cocky.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
In the moment. But even then, going up to it, he's like, this is very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, you know, please keep your distance. I'm a trained professional. Like, we're, you know,
Yeah.
like, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Yada, yada, yada.
He fucking
like,
flays his wife.
yeah, like he was always a kind-hearted person.
Yeah, he's
Who just
awesome.
unfortunately got corrupted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. That was really upsetting.
But yeah, like his realization of like, oh my God, like the voices are gone. Like I'm me again.
I love it.
I'm whole.
I fucking love it.
Just literally him saying it's so quiet is just like, I don't know. There's something about the way he says it and the way he emotes it. Even like I can't even remember if there's music in the background when it happens.
yeah, it
what
probably
have
was a little
you.
something, but he was just
But
perfect.
like there's something so emotionally like accentuated with it.
Yeah.
But
I
man,
agree.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's funny you bring up that scene because I changed my mind. My favorite scene is the one where he has the spider sense when Norman's getting evil.
That
is the best
scene
scene.
is pretty badass.
It's ridiculous. It's terrifying. What would you rate it, dude? What would you rate this movie?
Shoots the web, getting Green Goblin's hand. Like, that's a neat trick.
Yeah, dude.
Quickly realizing that like it's not Norman. It's not Norman. It's Green Goblin right now. We are in trouble.
Yeah, this is not going to end well
Shit's
for
about to
anybody.
get wild.
Yeah.
Norman's on sabbatical. Anyways,
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking rad. Well, what would you rate this?
if I don't give it 100%, I'm giving it 99.5. So I would give this film a 99.5 to 100.
Yeah.
That's what I would give it.
Just straight up.
Yeah, straight up.
Dude, it's a fucking blast.
Straight up. I want to say 100 because of how well this movie was.
Yeah.
From a writing standpoint, cinematic, like filmography,
Yeah.
standpoint,
Yeah.
setting, scenery, and all that. From a soundtrack standpoint,
Yeah.
and also the actors. Not one person was dropping the ball with their role in
Nope.
this film. Not one person.
Nope. They were all perfect.
They were all given phenomenal dialogue. They were all given phenomenal directing.
Yeah.
Or direction.
Yeah.
And they all killed it.
Yeah.
Like,
If something deserves 100%, it's definitely this. And
in my mind, yeah, in my mind,
I would leave 2% off just for a conversation that went on a little long, in my opinion, and another conversation that went on a little long. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. The only reason why I wouldn't give it a perfect 100 is because
MCU-ish. MCU things.
Yes, and it's more so the question. It goes along with my answer of asking the question, "What would I change with this film?"
Yes.
But yeah. What
I like how we're
before we
doing
get there,
we're doing a full filibuster episode for a quick take.
Yes, because it deserves it.
It does.
Like this, like Infinity War.
Yeah.
This movie is going to go down as an absolute classic.
I think so too. Definitely.
I just know it.
Oh golly.
But okay, so you'd give it a 98?
I'd give it a 97.
97?
I would.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you, because I know I have my answer, but I'm going to ask you, what would you change in this film? You said a conversation went on too long,
a little long here and there.
Which conversation was it?
Between the one you loved, yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
And the maybe a little of the conversation between keep the action going when it's going. Don't get off track to make a joke. That kind of stuff. That just the common MCU isms that were in this movie. Honestly, not as much as I thought there would be, but still, I don't love a joke interrupting a very high stakes scene. I don't love that. So that happened a few times.
Which ones exactly? I'm
just thinking about the conversation mainly. It just went on so long because it was supposed to be a little jokey and fun and upbeat while there's all these villains around and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Honestly, yeah, you do yours and I'll tell you what Rotten Tomatoes has it at right now.
Oh, I already have it pulled up. Unfortunately, just by Googling the movie, it kind of puts it in the sidebar.
Well, it got 94.
94, which is very good. Apparently, Metacritic has it listed at 71%. So Metacritic is fucking stupid.
Audience score is 98. There you go.
Yeah, see?
Metacritic sucks.
Wait, audience score with Metacritic or
no for
Rotten Tomato. Okay, yeah, Metacritic they say 71%, so they're a bunch of cucks.
Okay,
screw them.
Don't go to Metacritic anymore, guys.
They've lost my respect.
I don't believe in them anymore. They suck.
It took one movie. No, IMDb gives it an 8.8 out of 10. While I disagree with them, that is more understandable.
It is more understandable.
But 71%? Come on. Jog on
then. Fuck off.
So
yeah,
what I would change about this film, it actually comes down to Tom Holland almost killing Green Goblin, almost killing Norman Osborn. So I would still have everything play out as it was. All right.
Okay.
I would still have everything play out.
I would take out the knife.
So I would either do it two ways.
Okay.
Still have Tobey Maguire stop him, stop Tom Holland. Either A, have Green Goblin, instead of stabbing him and us not seeing where the stab is and there's no sign of where he got stabbed.
Yeah, and he gets up fine.
Yeah. So aside from, instead of doing a stab, I would say that he slashes his back leg or something, his Achilles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making him falter and then egging on Tom to do it.
Yeah.
Basically just trying to reignite that rage in Tom.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Garfield comes in and, bap, and stops him or cures him.
Yeah.
So I would either have it go that way or plan B is still have it play out and Green Goblin goes for a stab, but Andrew Garfield interrupts it because, their Spidey sense and all that shit.
Yeah.
So he's about to drive it, into Tobey Maguire, but then a web just, pulls him away, and then Garfield gets him and cures him. That's how I would have done it.
I like that.
So,
okay, I like that. Yeah, I think the stab was a little much. I
think the stab would have been good if there was actually
kind of consequence,
a visual sign of it, because literally we don't see it anywhere on his body. There's no open wound or anything like that. Nothing. But they made it seem like he got stabbed through the heart.
And he's going to die or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you know?
how the scene played out. And it was
but then it shows like no wound, nothing.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really strange.
That was strange. Well,
Doctor Strange. Stephen Strange.
Multiverse of
Steven
Madness coming
Spielberg. Titanic. Was that Steven Spielberg?
no.
Oh, shit. Shit. Well, I'm about to get crucified.
Yeah, it's what's his face? Avatar boy. Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I think we just covered it. How long is this episode?
This episode's going to be like a clean hour and a half. We're at 1 hour and 47 minutes.
47. Maybe this will be a two. But
to be fair, we have the talking in the beginning.
That's true, but we didn't talk that much. Not as much as we normally do because we want to talk about this movie so bad.
I guess that's true.
But, so we'll just
So
maybe I'll cut it in half, like a cool guy. Part 1, part 2. Yeah.
If you want to,
maybe.
If you want to.
Have more content.
Do it. You're the one who does the edits, so
I guess that's true.
Do what you want, man.
Well, okay. Anyways, guys, let us know what you thought about this, and hit up Tom Holland on Twitter, and hit up Andrew Garfield on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and say you are awesome, you are amazing.
Honestly, every single actor that was in this, even Hannibal Buress,
hit them all up.
Just shoot him a nice little loving message,
Well
just
done.
like, hey, thumbs up,
Good
10
job.
out of 10. Thank you,
Well
thank
done.
you for your thank you for what you do.
Wonderfulness. Everything,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So let us know, what did you think of this film? Did you see it are you going to see it in theaters, or are you
seen
going to
it
wait
already?
till it comes to streaming? Do what you want. That's fine. I ain't here to judge.
Just throwing it out there, guys. It's probably not going to be on Disney Plus because it's the Sony property still. So just go see it in the movie theater or buy it.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we got to buy it.
It might be a long time before it does come to Disney Plus.
As soon as Disney buys Sony, it's fucking taking forever now. Because now
I
they're making
think-
so much money.
But I think, I don't know. Because Homecoming and Far From Home are on Disney Plus, aren't they?
No.
They're not?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
There's a lot of Spider-Man stuff, though, on
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
There is. It's confusing.
Okay, well,
Because they own Marvel.
all right.
I don't know. It's so confusing. Anyway, guys, go see it and tell me what you think in a message.
Yeah, let us know. What was your favorite scene? Who was your
Yeah.
favorite Spider-Man in this film?
Who was your favorite bad guy?
Who's your favorite
character?
bad guy? That's actually a fair. That's
Yeah.
a legit question. Like,
Yeah. Because they're
Did
all
you-
fucking great.
did you like Goblin more?
Yeah.
Did you like Doc Ock more? Did you like Electro more?
Yeah.
You know, who do you think was which villain reprising their role
Yeah.
did the best with their reprise?
Hell yeah. And tell us what villain you want next in the next Tom Holland Nobody Knows He's Peter Parker movie, because I have a few people in
Yeah.
mind myself.
Or if you want, try to figure out what the next title is going to be. It has to involve the word home.
Yes.
Spider-Man home.
I'm home.
Spider-Man
Honey, I'm home.
coming home.
You said coming. Anyway, everyone have a good New Year's. Happy New Year's. And we'll talk to you later. Okay?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Bye.
Goodbye. Hey, it's John from Filmabuster. If you liked this episode, then like it. Weekly videos will be posted, so subscribe to stay updated.